Hello, this is part 2 of one of the most popular videos on my channel recently. We are going to be looking at rooms that you guys submitted and talking about why the room feels off. You're trying things, you've moved things around, you've put art on the wall, or you've put furniture, and something just doesn't feel right. Among some of the questions we'll be answering are, how do I cover this horrible eyesore? What to do about a too tight space? Why does this wall feel off? What on earth should I do with an empty, depressing nook? And what the heck is going on in my bedroom? Grab some wine and let's have fun. This is a new favorite video format. I did the first one just a couple weeks ago and people really loved it, which made me happy because I really love doing it. Those two things don't always line up, but when you find that like overlap as a creator, it's very exciting. This wine, I'm usually drinking water in my videos, but this wine is about to go bad, so I'm drinking it to not be wasteful. And I will say, it tastes like it's going bad. Okay, room number 1. This submission is from Hannah from Vienna. I don't know if that's Vienna, Austria or Vienna, Virginia, because there is a Vienna, Virginia. I asked everyone to share a fun fact. She said she loves painting walls in moody colors. A lot of respect for that. And she sent photos of, it looks like a super teeny tiny little hallway, maybe close to her kitchen. I'm not sure exactly where it is. But Hannah says, the space looks very cluttered. This is why I tried to cover the right part of the shelving, which works as a pantry, with a curtain. Didn't work out very well. That's her judgment, not mine. So she says, maybe I should try another curtain with a cute print, or a closed shelf would help. I'm also thinking about getting a rug for the space. The apartment is quite small, so I need as much storage as possible. Okay, Hannah, let's chat. So it's a super tight, narrow little hallway, kind of like the one in my apartment. I like that she's gone in with this yellow wall paint. It feels very fun, and I also like how it pairs with this white tile floor. I think it's a really fun combo. And I think she's moving in a nice direction, but yes, she's got an eyesore at the end of the hallway. And I'll tell you what I feel about curtains as like a shelving cover. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it every single time. Personally, it just feels messy. It feels like it collects dust. It feels like it gets dirty. And that sounds like Hannah's feeling the same way. She's not happy with the result. I would almost rather just see the clutter on the shelves than have the curtain. So no, I would not personally recommend doing another curtain. I think your instinct to do closed storage is great. If it were me, I would go to IKEA.com, not sponsored in any way. I'm looking at what I think is called the 𝗟𝗡𝗚 shelving unit. What's great about IKEA, honestly, is they do have a lot of great like design planners if you're building a custom closet, custom cabinetry, custom storage unit. I would say actually just do like white and you can paint it. Or you could do a natural wood, but let's throw some cabinets down here, dog. There's different storage solutions if you want shelves, if you want drawers, units with doors. We could put on like big drawers on top to fit your shoes. If you wanna divide them up, we can do 2 sets of drawers. Then we've got this little skinny unit that can go on the right side. I don't know the exact dimensions of her space, but I am certain that you can find a combination that will fit in this little zone. And then you're gonna have closed storage, you're gonna have better functionality for the stuff you wanna store there. It's gonna look cute. And then if it were me, what I would do, I would go and paint it all the exact same color as your walls. And let's go ahead and paint that one wall on the left side of the hallway that's left unfinished. Let's just make it an immersive yellow space. You could even do the ceiling if you like hate your back, then do the ceiling. You also could get creative if you're a good DIYer or you have like a friend who owns tools and they owe you a favor. You could have them create some kind of like safe cover to go over. I don't know if that's like a water heater unit or something, but you could probably camouflage that too if you like want to do the extra DIY. But at the very least, I would get yourself some better storage. Things are stacked up a bit in the hall. Such a tight hallway. That little entry dresser situation, the red guy, I might move it to the other wall just so that it kind of like balances out. It might balance it out to have like the door on one side and that little red unit on the other instead of them both stacked up on one wall. She talked about wanting to get a rug. If you do, I would make sure it's super skinny because the floor is kind of nice to see. But if you can get a super skinny rug and maybe bring in like a warm, rich pattern, something very saturated, I think that'll pop so nicely on the white. It will be really titillating. I'm gonna say that mirror on top of the red guy, let's mount it. Let's get the mirror up off. It's all feeling too heavy towards the floor. If we can mount the mirror, maybe throw like one little wall sconce in the hallway to add like another light source, and it'll feel like a proper hallway. You know, as soon as you put like a light in the middle of your hallway, that's not just like on the ceiling. It's like, oh, this is an adult hallway. You know what I mean? There are a bunch of renter friendly ones that I think are great. I'm gonna try and share these links with you. I'm gonna try and do a better job of sharing links of actual products that I show to demonstrate in these videos. I'm trying to do better about like putting together my Amazon storefront and the links. So I'm gonna put a link in the video that includes as many of the like example products as I can. But I think you're going in a great direction, and yeah, you just need to like tweak that focal point at the end of the haul. You're gonna be cute, it's gonna be cute. This really doesn't taste very good. Oh, this is fun. We got a NOOK conundrum. I love a NOOK. To me, a NOOK, it's only an opportunity. Actually, I would have a hard time moving into a space that had 0 NOOKs. I think I would have a hard time feeling inspired or excited. I love a NOOK, but they can be like a puzzle to figure out. So, hi Caroline, I used to just kick rubber balls with you. Now I seek professional design consultation. I know you're much better at the latter than the former. Thanks, Cole. I did not understand what this meant at first, but then I realized this was submitted by someone I played kickball with, who is named Cole. This is my friend Cole. Very cryptic. Okay. I was not very good. I almost gave myself a concussion playing adult recreational kickball. Anyway, Cole has submitted a space that I believe he shares with his girlfriend. He said, I provided 2 pictures. One with the side of the living room we're comfortable with, the other with a beanbag chair we're stumped on. Hard to imagine putting stuff on the brick, but would like a nice cozy nook ideally. Open to anything. Sweet. So I'm gonna give you 2 pieces of advice, Cole. And I can tell you don't watch my YouTube channel, so what kind of real friend are you? He submitted this via Instagram. You can submit via Instagram if you want. But a real friend would know that I'm gonna tell you to get a rug. Get a rug. Continue that fun, playful color of the bookshelf. Get some like fun, bright blues, reds, or you could do a white, but get a rug. This is the thing, you are a man, and so you cannot understand what this will do for your life until you get the rug. Just trust me on this one thing, get it, and then you can thank me. I would also lower your artworks about 1 foot. Just bring the whole thing down like 1 foot. I know that's annoying and you're not gonna do it, but that's my advice. Okay, and here's the beanbag nook. Such a fun nook. Love that we've got a window in it. Lucky us. And the brick wall. And that is a little trickier if you wanna get stuff in the brick, but you definitely can. Personally, I would hire a TaskRabbit who has like the correct drilling experience. I'm so done with messing with like invasive home thing. I can't. I'm not built for it. I'm built for judging people's spaces. I'm not built for putting holes in walls. I'm gonna say this, and this might hurt, but I would just get rid of the beanbag. I think you can do better. I think you're a better man than that. You can do so many fun things with this little nook. You can definitely, you know, get some shelves or stuff anchored into the wall if you want, but if you want to do something that's just renter friendly, what I would do is I would kind of like cover each of these nook walls in bookshelves. Fill it with your books. I've got a nice little example pick here. It's gonna be so tight, so snug. You could do just that back wall, but I would probably do at least the back wall and the side left wall. Get a nice comfy armchair in there, even a footrest. You'd place a little lamp on the bookshelf. The window's a little sparse. You could probably do with, yeah, some curtains or something, or like a nice shade. Do it up good. And as far as like wall decor on that guy, I'd say keep it simple. And if you want to put something up there, just do like 1 large art piece. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be original artwork all the time. But I bought prints online from places like Minted. Minted is really nice, not sponsored again, because you can also get the frame with them. So you don't have to like separately find a frame. And all the artworks are from individual artists. They're not like created by Macy's, you know, they're all individual artists who get credited and paid. So I don't know. I think it's cool. You could even throw a small little rug in there, just like cozy it up. Do a little swing arm sconce. You knew I was gonna say sconce, you knew it. Yeah, I think this would be just so fun to just build it out, just make it, basically I think of most nooks as like a crib. I want it to feel like a crib. I wanna feel snug. I think people don't know how much they also love a nook, cause like everyone loves a nook. It's not just me. This open floor plan nonsense, no, we all love nooks. And the way I know it is because when you go to a restaurant that has normal table seating and like counter seating and booths, everybody fights for the booth. I don't care if you're a man, you're a woman, you're 60, you're 12, everybody wants a booth. Everybody just wants to be in a nook. We all love nooks. There's something about it that just feels safe. It feels comforting. It's like, oh my God, I'm here, I've arrived. Like I can breathe, I can relax. I can let my guard down. What was that? What was that? What was that? Literally, what was that? I like that happened just as I was saying I could relax.
I can relax. I'll let my guard down. What was that?
Something like rolled off the table because I was pounding it too much. Anyhow, everybody likes a Nook and I know it. Good luck, Cole. Godspeed. Hey, listen, you, yes, I'm talking to you. If you are working on a space and you need to bring in that comfy rug that is gonna complete the space, or that one perfect comfy accent chair, what I recommend the most is Article. They're sponsoring today's video, God bless. Article is just the easiest way to create a beautiful comfy space. I'm currently working on a room makeover for my brother, and I was hoping to show the makeover today, but the home is still under construction, so it's gonna have to come in another video, but we've already ordered the furniture that we know is gonna go into his space.
Ooh. Oh my word, it's so soft.
They're so zen.
Dude, this is like so like chic.
I know.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Simple installation, easy to use, no experience required.
Luke is a great influencer. I've used Article products in almost every single one of my makeovers. I bought their products long before they were ever a sponsor. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Right. Look how big that is. One little corner chair that fits a grown man.
You can either gain some weight or make a friend.
Luke said he wanted a really calming, zen, minimalist look to his bedroom.
Because I'm crazy.
Because he's crazy in his head. Article has like the perfect aesthetic for that. Really contemporary, clean lines. Oh, come on, it's cute. Come on, y'all. That's cute. I knew that we needed a big enough chair that could fit him and Coda, full leg length, have a laptop up there. There's a nice wide arm over here. So everything in the room is gonna be pretty light. So I love bringing in dark walnut. These two, there's gonna be two of these nightstands that are gonna go next to his bed. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that beautiful wood. That is beautiful. I had a friend buy an Article rug and I was like, oh, that's the thickest, chunkiest chunk comfy.
I wanted a chunker.
Yeah.
Not like a, like I want it to be cozy, but not like shag.
Yeah.
You know, just like a thick.
Just a chunk.
Thick lip chunk, yeah.
For your like wabi-sabi zen kind of room, we're basically doing no legs on any of the furniture. Everything kind of sits low to the ground, which gets that zen feel. Your laptop here.
Oh yeah, or a good book.
Or a good book. Article has decor options, whether your style is mid-century, Scandi, coastal, boho. So there's really something for everyone. They offer fast, affordable shipping to the US and Canada. You can just schedule a delivery time. They will bring things into your home if you want. Look at this, can you hold my hand? Yeah, we hold hands. But all of the styles are so like sleek and streamlined that it feels very high end, and it just elevates a space when you add in one of those pieces. If you want to use the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code. Hi. Article is offering you all $50 off of your first purchase of $100 or more. Cannot recommend enough, huh? Yeah, not on the mouth. I don't like that much. And stay tuned for this makeover because it's gonna be a banger. Ooh, I had like the most fun with this space. I went hard in the Photoshop. This is a master bedroom submitted by, it says from my partner, Thomas in Atlanta. I don't know if Thomas is the partner or the subscriber, but Thomas would like to share that his favorite piece we've ever thrifted is a life-size cardboard cutout of The Rock that we placed in the guest room closet for a tasteful and demure surprise. Oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I was like, The Rock we put in the closet. That's amazing. That's good taste. That's what good taste is. If you take nothing else away from this design channel, it's cardboard cutouts of Dwayne The Rock Johnson that scare your guests when they open the closet. That's great. Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Thomas's partners. From Atlanta, they said, submitting twice because we could really use help and all of our ideas are and it turns out that much to my dismay, maybe I am not an girl. We have a weirdly large bedroom and it's been such a struggle to figure out how to style the second half. We love all the pieces, yay Facebook Marketplace finds, and want to keep the two stacked circular column situation for the plant stand, and we want to keep the shelving unit in the bedroom as well. We're struggling a lot trying to figure out how to style the space. We are lost. I love this space. Let's have some fun. So this is like the end of their long, luxurious master bedroom with enough space at the end to have even like a little sitting area if they want it. I'll tell you what I'm seeing right away when I look at this space. Number one, it's very brown. It's very brown. And I love brown a lot, but I'm gonna say you are on probation from brown for the moment. You're not allowed to get anything more brown. We're gonna work on bringing a little more color and variation into the space. And I would also say everything's pushed up against the wall. It's really nice that you've got this extra zone in your bedroom. So we've got the bed zone and this like secondary zone, and I want to split the secondary zone into sub zones. I think what's throwing you off is trying to keep this bookcase right in the middle. It's not quite large enough to earn being in the middle, and the left and the right side also don't feel balanced because we got all these chairs and stuff on the right and then just the plants on the left. So I'm gonna say, let's move that bookshelf over a little bit and throw that plant stand on the other corner to kind of balance it out. I also like the idea of having a little sitting area in your master bedroom. That sounds awesome. Like, what life are you living? Let's do it. But I just don't believe that this sitting area is one you actually want to sit in now. It's not very welcoming. It's in the corner. It's like smushed up weirdly against the window. Let's bring those chairs just slightly, you know, like 2 feet more towards the center, out of the way, but like just off the wall. I think you can afford to add a small second rug right here. Definitely make sure it's smaller than the primary rug because you don't want them like stacked up competing. And I would bring in a subtle color and a little bit of pattern because I think you've got a very plain looking rug on that side. For the side tables or whatever they are, let's take those to another space, get a different home for them, and instead get yourself a super tiny coffee table or something that can sit more in the center of the room and bring that sitting area to have more of an anchor, more of a center. And so you're not like, you know, reaching back to put something by the windows, and it lets us have that like surface area without being plastered against the wall. And remember, I don't know if you're allowed to have any more brown in here. So if you can get something with color, that would be great. You could throw a sconce on that wall. You know I love a sconce. I'm always telling, basically any problem, I'm like, put a sconce on it. Put a sconce on it. And it'll make it kind of like a sweet little reading nook area. Very welcoming. I do think you could do with like a lamp over on that side in general. Oh, and all these products I'm showing, these example products, the links are in the description if you want to check them out. Hang up that art piece on the left side, and I think you're cute. Look at that. Come on. Come on, it's cute. It's cute. Okay, the next submission is from Morgan with an E in Remscheid in Germany. I would love it if you can tell people to watch Dominion on YouTube. Go watch it. It sounds great. Okay, thank you, Morgan. I think I'm saying that right. So many people from Germany. So she has written in saying, I have a general problem with radiators. I find them ugly, and the one in the bedroom especially. Feels like a stain in the room. I can't place the bed any other way because the closet cannot be moved. So I'm struggling with how to decorate this room overall. Also, I'm renting and can't paint the walls another color. Cool. So she submitted her bedroom. I like that she said she qualifies that she personally has a problem with radiators. Morgan, I think you're in good company. I don't think anybody is like stoked about a radiator. It's such a frustrating, giant impediment in designing your space. Like, it's very frustrating, I agree. So I don't think you're alone there. And she's got, actually, I think a really nice kind of wabi-sabi zen feel to her bedroom. I think her bed being on the floor in like these pallet shelves kind of works, paired with the lantern type light and the plants, and even just like the color of these closet doors. I would not know that is a closet, so thank you for telling me. I think it kind of works, like not having a proper bed frame. Yeah, it's nice. And the radiator is so annoying. So let's do some tricky problem solving. I can see from her photos that it does for the most part look like her bed is where it needs to be. There's a bunch of doors, the room's not that long. So I would keep the bed where it is. There are a lot of ways to cover a radiator if you want to. Lots of people sell pretty affordable like radiator covers. It can't just be right on top of the heater. You don't want to put furniture within like usually 6 inches or so of your radiator. Do your research on this, but you definitely can cover a radiator if you give it proper like ventilation and space around it. I think the best route here is to try to make this radiator more an integrated fixture, because it's extra annoying to me that like not only is it giant and in the way, but it's off to the side, so it's not even symmetrical. What I'm gonna suggest is that we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone by adding some extra storage, making like a built-in headboard and covering that radiator all in one. 3 birds, 1 stone. You can watch that on OnlyFans. So something I suggest doing, radiator or not, when you have to put your bed beneath windows, A lot of feng shui people will say like not ideal, but something that will help is to put just like some kind of barrier between you and the windows. So I would take some low bookshelves. You could even have drawers. Again, we know IKEA is a pretty good place to go for this kind of stuff for an affordable price point with lots of combination options. And I would just stack like low bookshelves back there. You can cover it in books. You could throw a drawer in or two. You could have shelves in, and it could kind of be like your built-in nightstand. Take that all the way across all the way behind the bed, and then it's gonna have to cut off when it gets to the radiator. And you can do a couple things to cover the radiator. You could either just have like one long shelf over top of it and leave the radiator below. You could DIY a kind of cover. There's lots of ideas online to DIY a radiator cover, and I'll share a lot of them. You can look at these for inspiration. Or you can buy a pre-made radiator cover, and that just fits over one of these long guys. And then I would basically paint the radiator cover and the shelving to match and be one cohesive thing. And like, you're gonna be able to see where the change is, where the radiator starts, but it's gonna make such a difference to continue that line of the radiator, not have that broken up. You're gonna have shelving space all the way on top. It's gonna continue that line, give you a bit of a headboard to kind of make your bed on the floor feel a little more complete. It's gonna give you a ton of storage, and it's gonna be cute as heck. I think that would be so freaking cute. The other thing I might recommend to kind of soften this room and enhance it, you can always add in a nice rug. If you want to stick to this really neutral, minimal color palette, just get a nice textured rug. But of course you could always throw a color in too. It looks like she likes very neutral, so like get a nice texture like chunko rug that your toes can get lost in. And then I would get a new covering for your window. Because there's the radiator beneath, I can understand that you may not want to have curtains. That probably is a fire hazard to have curtains hanging down near the radiator. So I would continue with your like wabi-sabi kind of vibe and do a woven shade over the windows. And girl, we're in business. I'm gonna say we're in freaking business. Get yourself another set of pillows too. We just got 2 sad pillows on there. Those are bachelor pad pillows, I'll tell you that. You need 2 more pillows. And then take that comforter and just like fold it down just like a foot. So we've got a little bit of a fluff. There's a little bit of breathing space. Pillows like to have their space. That's what I would do. But I think you're moving in a great direction. Your room looks very like calm and peaceful, which I love. This is a debut of my new sweater. I'm on this kick I talked about in my like closet declutter video. If you saw that, it was a banger. I talked about how I'm trying to cut down to only buying 12 new items of clothing per year. So this was one of 5 purchases I've made for fall/winter. I don't know if this color complements my skin tone. I think my mom would say it washes me out, but I really like it, so I'm gonna make you look at it. I'm gonna show you my outfit because I'm feeling cute about myself. I'll just say that, I'm feeling cute about myself. Okay, I'm always just in sweatpants, but I do try to get cute like basically every day. So I'm gonna try to show my outfits more. Today I'm very excited about sheer tights, big buckle Mary Jane's, chunky knit sweater, little satin skirt, and a headband. I'm so dizzy right now. Okay, so I'm gonna make you look at my outfit sometimes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the links in the description too. Okay, next room. The next submission is from Carrie in Seattle. Fun fact she shared, she says, on a college application, she stated that the best invention of all time was a hair straightener. That is amazing. How did you fit that into your college essay? I love that. Okay, Carrie submitted images of, it looks like her dining room, and she wrote, how much art should I put around this? Only sides and top, balanced, purposefully, there's a hair on my mouth, purposefully off balanced. So does this mirror make the furniture moment too squat? Why is this wall stumping me so much? Okay, Carrie, yes. It could be great to add some art here, but I don't even want to get to that yet. There are some other things that I think are stumping you right now. And a lot of people submitted conundrums of like styling a buffet or their TV credenza or something like that. And the key here is really focusing in on design proportions and like visual weight profiles, like the shapes of pieces. It really is like a recipe where everything has to be balanced very well. If you're having trouble styling your credenza in whatever like nook or wall it's in, I would try to find inspo images of a similarly size, shape, or color. See what the styling is online. And then start just by copying it. If they have a really large lamp, just put a really large item here. If they have like 2 photo frames here, put 2 photo frames here. Start just by copying it, and that's okay as your starting point. so that you can like figure out, oh, I do like, you know, having something sculptural here, or I do like adding height over here. And then you can start mixing it around and making it your own. This green buffet table and the mirror are both really visually heavy. Not only is it like low and dense and a very dark color, but the mirror is a super thick gold frame hung very low to the dresser. I would say the design proportions are off. If you're gonna put a mirror over this buffet, I would get a whole new mirror. I would love to see like a wood framed mirror. If you can find a wood framed mirror, dark wood, that is a much thinner frame and maybe some kind of curve to it with a little more height, I think that could go really well. And that wood frame would tie into your dining table. I think that would kind of make them feel connected a bit more. The bottom should be probably at least 6 inches off the bottom of this buffet. And that is going to make it feel less squat, less heavy. It's like the center of mass of this buffet mirror combo is like really, what would it be, low? I don't know about physics. This is like a random note, but I think the top drawers of this buffet being painted a different color is really throwing me off. I don't know if this was like an upcycle. I would kind of like to see that top drawer painted to match the rest. Something else I think is throwing you off is all the accessories on the buffet are like all very small. They're kind of like dinky, and I think it's too many small things. I would love to get something like large and sculptural up there, whether it's one large lamp or a large vase or something. Maybe balance it with some like candlesticks on the other side. In a way, like having a larger piece helps relate the buffet to the mirror. You know what I mean? It's like the bridge connecting them. Talking about wall decor, I would not cover this wall in wall art. I think you already have a lot going on with this buffet being so bold as it is. I would love to see like a little set of 2 pieces of art, like a tiny little set on the left, maybe a wall sconce on the right, or like 2 sconces flanking the mirror or something. But I would go pretty light with the art. I think something that is tripping you up is that the buffet table is kind of in conflict with the rest of the room. The rest of the room feels very modern. This is a federal style buffet. We don't have like a lot of millwork or crown molding, very like modern, clean aesthetic. There's no rug. It's the bright white walls. There's not a lot of transition from this federal style piece of furniture to like a very modern feeling space. So I think we want to just like soften it up to make those relate to each other better. Some ways that you can kind of ease the transition and soften it up a bit is adding some curtains, adding a rug, pull that green, maybe a slightly lighter green, a slightly softer green, into a rug, adding your art pieces. It's just like between the dining table and the buffet, it's like 2 super dark, bold, large, visually heavy weighted things on just like a empty white abyss. That's, I think, why it doesn't feel quite cohesive. But adding those textiles, putting your little art pieces up, getting a different mirror that's gonna help you out more in this situation, I think it's gonna feel a lot better. I can't see if there's a chandelier or something, but maybe a nice like cool textured woven hanging pendant light. I think that could be really cool. Okay, y'all, this is like my new favorite kind of video. I love doing these what's off with my room videos. If you guys keep liking them, I'm gonna make it a series. It's a series now, boom, there you go. So I'm gonna put the link in video description if you wanna submit your space. I do get like hundreds, thousands of submissions. So I know it's disappointing if you don't get picked. I'm gonna try to do as many of these videos as I can, but hopefully even if your space isn't selected, hopefully there's lots of design tips in here, design principles that like, you know, teach a man to fish. That's what I'm saying. I'm Jesus, I guess is what that means. I'm not that. There's a lot of people who love Jesus who will get very mad in the comments if I ever say anything like that. So I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm just saying that everybody loves a NOOK. And yeah, all the products and stuff that I showed in this video, as many as possible, I'm linking in the description. I'll put stuff like home decor, Halloween, fall decor. I'm gonna try to keep updating it, keep it seasonal. I'll put some of my outfit stuff there because I cannot stop making you guys look at my sweaters. And this vinegar wine is really starting to get to me. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you have a great day. If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, you might as well subscribe because I do lots of fun stuff like this. Okay, bye.
This will be your last call. This will be your last call. This will be your last call. 20 minutes, you're done being